Hey YouTubers, Shoutout here. In this video, I want to give my opinion on what the top 3 knives to own are. These are just mine, of course, everybody's got theirs, but when it comes to pocket knives, I've had quite a few, and the ones that's gotten the most use out of me, these are the ones that I wanted to mention. But in terms of that, starting off, the Victorinox or Swiss Army style mini pocket knife. These are excellent because the small blade is perfect for a lot of smaller tasks. You get a nail file and screwdriver, which is excellent for prying things open. Great build quality in metal as well. They got the scissors that are good for opening packages and other things like that you don't want to rip. It used to come with a pair of tweezers and toothpick, but unfortunately, since I've had this since a kid, I lost them, but we'll probably get one along the way to replace. These fit at the bottom of your pocket just fine. You barely notice it's there, or you can carry these on a keychain. And there's many different versions depending on what task that you do the most often, which is excellent about this, that you can pretty much tailor make something to fit you. And then the number 2 knife is an EDC knife, and the one that I recommend the most above all others is the Spyderco Delica Wave 4. Why this one? The wave feature and the size specifically, but I'll get into that in a second. So the wave feature, essentially, it clips onto your pocket, and you can open it just by pulling on it. And then you don't have to worry about having a knife that you could get a charge like a felony for having an automatic or a gravity style knife. And in certain states or counties where blade length is an issue, this is under 3 inches, so you don't have to worry about getting that charge either or having it seized from you. But this Emerson Wave 4 blade patent little clip there is what really sells it, and there's 2 different versions, this one and the Endure, which is a little bit bigger, but I like this one since it's pretty much covered all across the board legally. And the scales are great, very grippy, wet or dry. You can upgrade a lot of Spyderco stuff. There's many aftermarket parts that people sell, so you can customize it to your liking. In this case, I ended up getting another new clip right there, because a lot of times that's the first thing to go if you use a knife a lot. And this karambit style ring there, just because it comes in handy to have a little bit more gripping when you're in an emergency situation and possibly acting on reflex. Coming from somebody that actually had a situation once that I had to use a knife, it's very important, because there's not just flight or flight, there's also the freeze, and usually it takes several seconds for your brain to process things. If you aren't someone who isn't already trained and runs through drills, it'll take a couple seconds. It seems longer, but having something like that to act quickly is important. So I highly recommend this knife just because of the overall build quality, the fact that you can get so many things to customize it, and that Wave 4 feature. Then we come to the third one, and this one could technically be a blanket style type knife. And what do I mean by that? Any knife that was your first pocket knife. Why? It got your foot in the door. It got you interested. And it most likely got quite a bit of use out of you. That's why you probably still have it. And in terms of me, this is something that ever since I was a kid I wanted. I used to have a Stockman as well, but I pretty much only use these 2 blades, and so I stuck with this. This is a Case Tiny Trapper in blue jigged bone, and this is a limited edition one. I guess it's 0808 out of the American collection, but just a really nice little knife. And overall, these type of blades get a lot of use from me. Everybody's got their own depending on work and what you're looking for, but that's what got you interested, and that's why it's important, and that's why you should have that. So this one's just something that I think I mentioned ever since a kid wanted, but hopefully this video was helpful and might be useful along the way to getting something. In terms of size, if anyone was wondering with the Tiny Trapper, it is basically the same as the Victorinox knife here, just a little bit bigger. But yeah, thanks for joining me here and sharing this little moment, and hopefully again useful information. But let me know what you think and what you carry. Best of luck, y'all, and see you next time.